Okay. I think so. I'm going to do a quick mic check. It looks like we are unmuted and ready to go, and our audience can hear us. We are currently being recorded, and the audio is on. So just keep mindful. We didn't have our independent mics today, so just make sure you kind of talk to the ceiling, as it were, as the microphones are in the room. With that, we are ready to begin.
Okay, we'll call to order this meeting of the Tennessee State Board of Equalization. Okay, let's see, we will first call the roll. Hope, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. All right, in I believe alphabetical order. Ms. Burchett?
Here.
Commissioner Jaragano?
Here.
Secretary Hargett?
Here.
Ms. Merrick?
Here.
Comptroller Mumpower?
Here.
Obviously, Treasurer Lillard, you are here, so we have a quorum, and all members are currently present.
Quorum is present then. Item number 2 is review and approval of resolution adopting public comment procedures before the board pursuant to public chapter 300. Hope you want to present this item.
Yes, in keeping with Public Chapter 300, we prepared these procedures for public comment before the board. It's before you in the form of a resolution today. This resolution will be superseded by any rulemaking necessary to help facilitate the continuance of Public Chapter 300. As a rulemaking authority entity, we probably will be doing those through rules. This will serve in our interim period as a resolution for the board.
Okay.
Motion on the resolution.
All right, we have a motion for approval. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Ms. Burchett. Any discussion on the resolution?
Mr. Chairman, I'll just note, if I may, this is in keeping with what we adopted for the funding board and the school bond authority and the TLDA et al. And has worked well so far.
All right, so I'll ask an editorial question here. I guess it says in the proposed policy that we would call for comment at the beginning of the meeting. So after we adopt this, are we supposed to ask?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
We did notice this meeting specifically in accordance with this procedures to email me at least 2 business days beforehand, and we did not receive any requests for public comment for this meeting.
All right, so that's clarified. No one has filed a request for public comment. All right, very good then. Okay. We got a motion second on it. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the item is adopted. All right, as previously noted, no requests have been filed timely for public comment in today's meeting. Item number 3 is the next item, review of minutes for April 17, 2023. Discussion on the minutes. Any motion?
I move to approve.
Motions are second.
Second.
Second. Discussion, seeing none. All those in favor of approval of the minutes say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Have it. Matter is adopted. Next item is consideration of updated resolution involving appeals, involving settlements and withdrawals. It's on your materials, pages 10 and 11. Mr. Pope.
Yes, this resolution is substantially similar to the resolution from January 25th, 2019. This updated resolution reflects changes in the code from Public Chapter 184, which removed the optional appeal to the Assessment Appeals Commission as a step. So what this resolution does is it confirms and otherwise concludes that settlements and withdrawals are fully executable or fully actionable once fully executed. So generally speaking, for this context, it means refunds and withdrawals can basically be processed sooner. It's been popular since we passed it in 2019. We're looking to continue that in the most transparent fashion. That's why you have this resolution updated for you today.
Any questions or discussion on this item? Is there a motion?
Motion on the item.
Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Merrick. All right. Seeing no discussion, all those members in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The item is adopted. Next item is item 5, assessment education program. Materials are on pages 12 through 16 of your materials. I believe Brian Kinsey, Director of Division of Property Assessments, will present this item.
Good afternoon, members of the board. I'm Brian Kinsey, Director of the Comptroller's Division of Property Assessments. Agenda item 5A is about approving 2 new certificates, a Tennessee Master Assessor certification for Taylor Coker in our Division of Property Assessments, and a Tennessee Certified Assessor certification for Rachel Warwick in the Davidson County Assessor's Office. They have met all the requirements of these certifications, passed any necessary exams, case studies, and so forth, and we put these before you for approval.
Questions or discussion regarding the matter Mr. Kinsey's presented? If not, is there a motion?
Motion on the item.
Motion to approve it. Is there a second? Commissioner Giordano seconds that. All right, seeing no discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the item is adopted. Let's see. Item B of this item 5 is resolution approving payment for additional compensation to assessors and deputy assessors for professional designation. Mr. Kinsey, you want to present on this item?
Yes, sir. I'll be presenting on that also. Our state law, our state board rules, state law incentivize education and training amongst assessors and deputy assessors across the state. And that incentive program includes additional compensation for those who attain certain levels of certification, and the Division of Property Assessments administers this program in conjunction with the State Board of Equalization, and we have submitted to you a list of all of the ones that have earned these certifications and designations, and therefore have earned these compensation amounts ranging from $750 to $1,000 to $1,500, depending upon the certification or designation that they hold. So we put these before you for approval also.
Any questions or comments to Mr. Kinsey in regard to the items he has presented here? Item 5B, is there a motion for approval? Motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, second by Commissioner Giordano. Seeing no discussion, all those members in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The item is adopted. Next item is item 6, report of the Director, Division of Real Property Assessments. Materials are on pages 17 through 28. Mr. Kinsey, you're recognized.
Very convenient. So the Division of Property Assessments is required by law to annually submit an annual report to the State Board of Equalization for approval, and it's my pleasure to once again present this report. I will not go through the report, obviously. It's several pages long. It does hit the highlights of activities performed by the Division of Property Assessments in fiscal year July 1, 22 through June 23. It just goes over the different departments and functions within our office. One of the highlights that I would point out this year, we launched a completely redesigned, renovated, updated, modernized, public-facing portal for people to look up assessment-related data. Used to be called Real Estate Assessment Data Site. We rebranded that Tennessee Property Assessment Data. Been a huge success. A lot of good comments and feedback we're receiving from the public on that. A lot of good activity performed this year, but it's all on that report for your review. I'd be happy to answer any questions if there were any. Otherwise, I submit this report for your approval.
Thank you for a very thorough report here and everything. Appears to be in order. Any discussion or questions of Mr. Kinsey in regard to this report? I believe this is an approval item, so it's just an acknowledgement. We acknowledge receipt. Thank you. All right, item number 7 is the next item on our agenda, appointments, taxpayer agent regulatory panel and assessment appeals commission. Appointments on pages 29 and 30 of the materials. Mr. Pope, you want to present this item?
Yes, the taxpayer agent regulatory panel is appointed for a period of 2 years, and so we're here for their reappointment. We had 2 members identify that they are no longer wish to be reappointed, Mr. Larry Burks and Mr. Robert McRae. However, we did have 2 other members from the TARP agent regulatory panel body, or from the taxpayer agent regulatory body, who identified that they'd be more than willing to serve. The list of those appointees for recommendation are included in page 29.
Any questions or discussion on this item here? All right, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
All right, it's a motion for approval. I'll second that motion. And let's, without objection, we take both of them together, the taxpayer agent regulatory panel and also the assessment appeals commission.
Yes.
Together, so without objection, that's the motion. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Let's have it. 7A and 7B approved. Thank you, Mr. Pope. Next item is item number 8, which is scheduling of public utility assessments review and certifications. Informational item, Mr. Pope.
Yes, this is just an informational item. We've reserved this same conference room, that is the Volunteer Conference Center, for Monday, October 16th, 2023 at 1 p.m. Central Time here in Nashville for those public utility assessments review and certification.
Okay. We'll look forward to that with bated breath. All righty. The next item is item number 9, elect a vice chair pursuant to TCA section 4-3-5102. All right.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I nominate Treasurer David Lillard to continue as vice chair.
I'll hardly second.
Any other nominations? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. All righty. Next item is item number 10, other business. Any other business come before the
Not today. There's no other business today.
Okay, Mr. Pope says we can all go home for the day. So, all right, last item is adjournment. Chair moves that we adjourn. Is there a second? Second, comptroller. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. We adjourn. Thank you.